Hello everyone. Today I'm reviewing my Karoo 2 cycling computer from Hammerhead. I received the package 3 weeks ago and had a number of rides with this unit, explored its features, and I'd love to tell you about my impressions, likes, dislikes, tips and tricks I've learned about the unit so far. A little bit of a story why I started to look for new cycling computer and waited for so many months to get this particular model. I've been using Garmin cycling computers for years and most recently had Garmin Edge 1030, which I used for about 2 years, and then in spring of this year, one day before the ride, I found that the screen of my device is bulging from the case, and that was because of swelling of lithium battery. This is not uncommon for lithium batteries, and I thought I'll just need to replace the battery and I'll be back on the road. Well, Garmin doesn't sell replacement batteries for this device. It doesn't provide even a replacement factory service. And the aftermarket batteries for this device not available either. From the forums of other people who experience the same issue, I found that there is a way to replace the battery. It's not that different from replacing battery on many phones. And I found the battery in China. It was a used Edge 1030 battery manufactured by Garmin. When it arrived a month later, it had good capacity of about 90% of its original capacity. I installed it, was happy that the device is working again, and used it for 2 months. And then one day I found out that my touchscreen functionality on Garmin Edge 1030 was gone. Without touchscreen functionality, this device is not operable. You cannot upgrade firmware. It's essentially is a dud. So my $700 flagship product from Garmin rendered useless and unrepairable. Well, Garmin has dominated cycling computer space for years and established fairly low bar for the expectations in performance and design of these products. More recently, competitive products appear on the market, but most of them are Me Too products with not significant difference in quality or new features or longevity. I have not had any of these devices, but based on what I read doing my market research, I think this is a stagnant place. The innovation has been lacking in this space, and I was looking for something new. And then in June of this year, I heard a rumor that Hammerhead is introducing or about to introduce a next generation cycling computer, a follow-up to their Karoo original cycling computer, which they introduced 2 years ago. As I started to read about Hammerhead as a company, I liked the innovator, market disruptor strategy and vision of their CEO. And based on what I read about Karoo, this product had very good reception in their customer base. In fact, it was backordered for a long period of time. And now company is introducing their next-gen product. So I decided to give it a try, place a pre-order, waited for a few months. Finally, it's here. So I'm very excited to report to you what I found about this new cycling computer. So let's go ahead, go through unpacking of the package. I'll tell you what I think about physical features of the product, then set it up and take it for a ride. The packaging of the product is on par with other premium tech products released in the past couple of years. The plastic case of the unit is made of good quality industrial plastic that feels solid and pleasant to touch. Clicking the lower left button started the unit, which arrived with a pre-charged battery. The box also contains new handlebar holder with a proprietary quick release mechanism. Unfortunately, this holder works only with round handlebars. A special adapter for a quarter-turn release mechanism used by Garmin and others is also included. I will use this adapter with my bike. Let's go put it on the bike and continue setup. After entering my account name and password, I synced Karoo 2 with my Hammerhead account webpage. This page allows wireless download of new routes to Karoo 2 by just entering the URL of new Strava or Ride with GPS site. Automatically, the route is sent to Karoo 2 without monkeying around with cable connections between Karoo and PC. This is huge for me. I always dreaded this step with Garmin because the cable connection was recognized only half of the time. As a part of the setup, I was able to download maps to North America for offline navigation. All my Bluetooth and ANT Plus sensors were recognized and paired with no issues, including Shimano Di2 sensors and Garmin RV315 cycling radar. Hammerhead has designed a very helpful support site for Karoo 2. When I needed help, I simply typed my question in the query line, and a list of relevant articles with concise step-by-step directions is given. Many actions of Karoo 2 can be performed using touchscreen or side buttons. I found that long-holding lower right button brings up main menu where you could choose and edit profiles, rides, routes, sensors, workouts, and settings. There are several data profiles came pre-installed with the unit, but you can create your own profiles as well. Let me quickly show you my current profile screens. I use the map screen to follow loaded routes to navigate to points of interest. My main data screen shows power, HR, grade, cadence, torque for each leg, and graphic of my front and rear gear positions. When following a loaded route, I like to see upcoming elevation profile and use this screen for that. A set of average values of the ride metrics shown on next page. This gives me cumulative data about my ride. The last page helps to keep an eye on Karoo 2 and Di2 battery levels, as well as calorie burned so far and calories burned rate per hour. I have a historic ride elevation profile on this page as well. The turn-by-turn navigation has three options: always on cue, and off. I have selected to use the on cue option for my setup. In this setting, a prompt for next turn is shown at about 150 feet ahead of the intersection. When always on navigation is selected, however, the next turn prompt is shown at 3 miles and it stays on all the time until the turn. The prompt is big and easy to see, but it covers some of the data fields unnecessarily long. Let's go for a ride and I will show you some of the features that can be shown only on the ride. One useful feature is the ability to magnify the map by double tapping on the screen. 5 levels of magnification can be achieved this way. You also can press right lower button and toggle between 3 levels of magnification. Very helpful if you need to get your bearings when off the course. After 2 weeks of use, I'm thrilled riding with Karoo 2. I found that this device keeps GPS link much better than my friends' Garmin's. My friends also commented that they were impressed with the screen readability. Controls are intuitive and audible in heavy traffic, and they have a distinct chime for various alerts. For example, I can hear the difference between the alert for a car approaching and the clear behind chime. One of my friends commented that he can hear my radar audio better than the radar alerts from his Garmin. I have to ride many more miles with Karoo 2 to cast my final verdict. But here are some likes and don't likes about the unit so far. What I like: quality of build is on par with products from top electronics and camera brands. Screen resolution and readability of data are excellent. Menu design and access to settings and sensors are straightforward and logical. Good integration with Shimano Di2 sensors, Di2 levers, and Garmin cycling radar. Trouble-free integration with a PC and robust upload to Strava, Ride with GPS, etc. What I don't like: Karoo 2 has relatively long boot up of approximately 45 seconds. This matters when you are in a rush to start your ride. I wish Karoo will add a sleep hibernation mode to speed up wake-up time of the unit. Ride mapping page on Hammerhead's website needs development. It has no option for connecting map points by drawing a line. This option is needed when using fire road or walking path connections between paved roads. Karoo 2 doesn't have option to display Garmin radar battery level. To be fair, Garmin doesn't provide this data on its cycling computers either. I was not able to find a way to stop navigation without ending the ride. This needed when you change route from the preloaded route and want to include both parts in one recording. Current version of software keeps prompting you to return to the loaded route, and there is no way to stop the rerouting prompts without ending the ride. I contacted Hammerhead support about this issue and was told that a fix is upcoming in the next firmware. And to answer the question I posed in the title of this video, yes, I do think that Karoo 2 is the next best cycling computer on the market right now. I bought it, pre-ordered. Hammerhead had nothing to do with this video. So I think if you're interested in this cycling computer, place a pre-order because it's a long wait from what I understand. If you liked this video and found it useful, stay in touch. Please send a comment, message, subscribe, and like. See you next time.